motherfucker.
Right in the middle of the crazy.
Yes. Nigga step doing the dad stare down. That was the dad stare down. Step this big, man. Yo, fuck your opinion, man.
Fuck your opinion. They don't pay you no attention.
Nigga step doing the dad stare down. That was the dad.
I'm invincible, cynical, made to murder every syllable. Different than all these pitiful, difficult individuals. Visual on my target, every bar is unpredictable. Living proof, any miracles possible. Why you miserable? Life is worth it if you put the fucking work in. Nothing's perfect, but I'm sure that we terminate the burdens. You deserve it, don't be scared to keep it burning like a furnace. Early bird will get the worm, it's certain I'ma stay determined. Yeah, I don't know about you, but everything I do in hot pursuit, I keep it moving. Don't confuse it for abuse, I simply do it to improve. I would assume it's confusing at first, but let me introduce this thing I like to call focus. Load it up in doses, hold your nose and don't be hating. Only keep persuading your brain to keep being patient. There is really no equation, but basically keep on chasing. Don't get eliminated, gotta be innovative. Waiting for the day to say that you made it, gon' be exhilarating. Participate in the change that you anticipated. Shake away the fake and make the old you feel intimidated. Gotta keep on battling, even if it feels too challenging. Never will I wanna fathom, beginning every bar with babbling. Really, I would rather break both my ankles fucking with a balance beam than to become some mumbling rapper that you can't call talented. Never give up hope, keep conquering every obstacle. Gotta stay woke and stop wondering if it's possible. It's not a joke to be prosperous and unstoppable. You'll never know if your thoughts are just diabolical. So get up and don't think about giving up, cause right now it's time to get rid of giving a single fuck. What anybody thinks of, you live it up. And learn to love yourself, know that you're good enough. I know acceptance from others can be a feeling that you actually have a purpose and your hurt is finally healing. But the sooner that you realize everyone starts revealing true colors, the more that being independent sounds appealing. Go ahead and get a change of perspective. Open up your mind and make some goals and objectives. Don't show no weakness, make sure you're overachieving where it counts, and then guess what? You have finally reached self-acceptance. Gotta have some confidence, everything you do has a consequence. Make sure that you make good choices, otherwise your pain might be bottomless. Try to be an optimist, really, cause there ain't no stopping us. No one's gonna take my spot while I'm climbing to the top, I promise this. My life today is satisfactory, actually. Go so hard when I spit these bars, I think I burned a few calories. Go ahead and laugh at me, tragically, it's about to be a fatality. Never doubt me, see it's easy to be that guy, but my family, we never give up hope, keep conquering every obstacle. Gotta stay woke and stop wondering if it's possible. It's not a joke to be prosperous and unstoppable. You'll never know if your thoughts are just diabolical. Yeah, if you have an opportunity to become better, then do it, cause I mean truthfully, I was a dick in the past, so there's no accusing me, but I have made amends and now I'm living my life beautifully. Okay, so let's say you start to get ungrateful, hateful, but you know that you're able to go and turn the table. Shameful and disgraceful, unfaithful, and now your life is wasteful. That shit don't feel great, so you start to create a way to make do with what you're working with. Evil just keeps on lurking, and maybe it's time to face it with just a little encouragement. You gotta just stay determined and keep on hurdling. Like I said at the start, we're gonna terminate the burdens, kid. I have a newfound appreciation of life. Every breath is full of admiration, ready for the fight. No more alienation, I make it right. Now I'm focused on my restoration, looking for the light. Just know the focus was hoping that you would notice. I have made my choice, I'm living as positive as I can. Take the broken, try to fix it, maybe 180 my motives, but the end is far from over, we have only just began.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What it do? What it motherfucking do?
Live from the pit that don't give a shit. It's shit people.
Hey, this is damn, man. Dan always this is fuck your opinion. The podcast.
With your man, I can't add 2 goddamn extra words, damn.
And I'm Don Gotti Nash.
And it's your man, Step Lover. And that song right there, man, was man, look here, man. This young fella right here is from Glen Burnie, Maryland, man. Shout out to Maryland. We in the motherfucking building. And let me make sure I get his name right. His name is Sydney Distro Kid. All right, real name Zach. Hey, shout
Sydney
out
Music.
to
Sydney Music. Sydney Music.
Okay, I'm just telling you what he sent me, my man Dale. Shout out to Dale Redden, Hyattsville. We in the building. Check this out, man. That shit was fire.
He actually checking us out live. This him right here.
Hey, listen, hey,
that was dope, man.
Yeah, if you want to chime in, Sydney, and you can jump on the podcast right now and introduce yourself. But I'm gonna let you know, all three of us are music heads. I know you seen Toucan Dan Bob in his head. He was in a train of thought, goddamn it, getting it in. Don Gotti is a motherfucking producer, a beat maker. I'm a former rapper, goddamn. Now I got a record label. That shit was fire. So I hope somebody got you locked up and inked in. If they don't, I'll holler at you, man. We can do some things, goddamn it. That was fire though, bro. Real talk.
Yeah, Sid, if you want to join us, you can click that link, man, that Restream link, man. You can just join the podcast.
Anytime you got some music, bro, send it to us, man. That shit was fire, bro.
Yeah,
that remind me of some Eminem type shit. It got
the Eminem vibe, the flow, the beat, the dark.
You know what? It had an Eminem vibe with a couple with a lot of different things, man. And he gave us a lot of fucking bars on that joint, dog.
Oh yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's an Eminem. That was one of them joints you don't even know where the chorus at. You just the whole time you waiting for the chorus to drop. Like that was what do you call that's one of them 68 bars. That's one of them 68 bars right there.
His name is Zack Snyder. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate that, sweetheart. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, look here, Zack Snyder. God damn it. I don't know if you did the director's cut to the motherfucking new DC movie.
that was the unedited cut.
You a bad motherfucker, champ.
That was the unedited cut. That was the
Hey, hold on. Chicago drafted Justin Fields.
Oh, these motherfuckers. Chicago Bears. We right now of course, on the podcast, man, we touch on a lot of different things: music, politics, sex, drugs, rock and roll, whatever the fuck you want to call it. We previewing the draft right now, but at any given time, anybody can chime in, man, and join on the podcast. You can either have your picture in a motherfucking box with your face, as long as you ain't got no crazy shit.
Wait. Yeah, and listen, you will be screened, okay? Because that we're not going to have another incident.
We had a guest in wild shit not too long ago.
He got us
doing that no more.
We locked the load and we hunt your ass down. You do another one of that.
But yeah, that was fire, man. Shout out to Sydney, man.
We got Chris. We got Chris. We got Sid.
Hey, this man with a San Francisco 40. That's the last thing I want to see right now.
Oh man,
we got my boy.
Hey, real quick, we got a guest in the building, man. Sydney, I guess you Sydney, right?
It's actually
what's up, bro?
Snyder, my bad. What the hell am I saying?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, I was assuming he was that's who it was, man. Because y'all see the name on the joint. I was hoping it didn't pop off again, man. I was like,
you know what it was, Snyder? My buddy Dale sent me your name, and he put Sydney. I don't know if he meant to put the wrong name or whatever, but it's all love, man. Thanks for tuning in with us, man.
It's all good. No, it happens, bro. It happens. I had a bunch of people Sydney.
Hey, cut Rocky's chat, dog. Chat Rocky over there he always trying to hate, dog. Hey.
Oh my goodness.
I'm getting on the line as well.
Hey, real quick before we all jump in, real quick. Where you from, homie? Are you from Glen Burnie, Maryland?
Yeah, Pasadena.
Okay, Pasadena, you out here. I'm on Laurel, man, so we ain't too far from one another, man. Yeah, real quick, we all enjoyed the song, man. That was fire. Yeah, man. Real quick, we always like to talk about music, man. Anything that's got a good vibe to it. Anybody that's different doing their thing. So, just real quick, man. What made you want to do music, homie? Because you got some fire with you, goddammit.
I mean, honestly, bro, I've been through a lot, bro. And for me, it's literally just an escape, a release to fucking let out some shit, bro. Because I got a lot of shit up here that is kind of hard for me. It's hard for me to fucking find a way to let it out. And when I found that I had a slight talent in music, that was a good way for me to just let it all out, for real, honestly. And then also, on top of that, I get to spread hope to people. Like, show them that I've been through, I got through.
Okay. So you signed with anybody? You an independent artist or what?
Independent, bro, all the way. But I could use as much help as possible, for real.
I'm gonna make sure we link up afterwards. Like I said, I got a little independent record label. My brother Don Gotti Nash is a producer. My son's an artist. We gonna do some things, man. Like I said, that was fire, bro.
That was dope, man. We like.
Yeah.
So Hey, so what inspired you, man? Who inspired you? Like, who you inspired by rapping wise, man?
Mostly M. I ain't gonna lie. M, and then
I can hear it. I can hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And more recently though.
Yeah.
Yeah, more recently though, there's been some recovery rappers that I came into contact with like 3 years ago. This dude named Kalichi. I don't know if y'all heard him. He mostly raps about his recovery process. I'm in recovery myself, so
Okay,
I got
shit.
like, a lot of inspiration from him, and NF and all that. So
yeah.
Hey man, keep up with your recovery, dog. That's a beautiful thing. And music is a great outlet and a great way to send a message out, man, and let people know what your struggle was. You feel me?
Hey,
Hey, what was up, Chris?
Did my man say he like M and NF?
say what?
M and who?
Did he say NF?
NF, yeah.
Oh, I like this dude. Hey, them two my favorite. Eminem and NF.
Yeah, man, that's good
I
shit.
didn't even hear the song, and I know he hot.
And for real though, Hobson, bro, I listen to a lot of Hobson, and some people said that a couple of my tracks actually they got a Hobson vibe from it. So
this nigga, hey, he done said 3 of the dudes I listen to.
I know fans ain't agreeing with somebody. Goddamn.
Oh.
Hey, that's a good man right there. I need to bring him in more often. He know what he talking about.
Okay.
I only listen to real shit. I honestly, no lie, no bashing anybody either. But a lot of these new rappers nowadays, mainstream new rappers, I can't get with. I've tried, honestly. I've had a real fucking attempt at trying, but I just can't.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna throw you on the spot right quick though, man. What's your top 5, man?
Top five.
Everybody that comes on here, we need your top 5, man. Who's your top 5 rappers of all time?
I'm gonna go with M off the jump. Always M off the jump. Hobson for sure.
Ooh, I like him.
J. Cole.
I like that. I ain't mad at that.
I can dig some Jay-Z.
Oh,
shit. Hey, I think I'm.
Come on, be careful with this last one though. Be careful. Be careful with the last one, man.
All right, let me think about it for a second, because there's quite a few.
Hey, he got four good ones to me.
Now you had 4 good ones, man. 4 great ones. But you can't leave the king out. The king.
What, T.I.?
Hell no. What?
He said T.I.
He said
Hey, Rocky said he young.
He young, yeah, no doubt. Hey, listen, it's all.
But he got a dope top 5.
No. When I said the king, I meant Notorious B.I. motherfucking G. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I got you. Well, no, T.I. wasn't my answer, but the T.I. does call himself the king.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you. But no, that's a great list though, bro. Everybody's different, man.
You had something, Dan. You had something you was gonna say? Or did Dan?
Yeah, that was like 10 fucking minutes ago. I didn't already fucking got that shit. That was about 10 minutes ago in the fucking conversation. But I got so zoned and tuned in. I'm just listening to y'all fucking talk at this point.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Yeah. No, that was a great song though, bro. Keep up the good work. Anytime you got any music, man, you want to broadcast, bro. We gonna make sure you get our contacts. My brother Don Gotti Nash, like I said, he do beats as well. We got a studio out in Laurel. We trying to build some things, make some shit happen, because Maryland has got some of the greatest talents in the world, but we don't stick together, and it's hard, man. It's really hard, but it is what it is, man. Good shit, bro.
Yeah, bro. Hey, so here's one last. I'm not gonna say this. I'm not gonna put this guy. I'm not gonna put this guy as like on my top 5, but I do fuck with Joyner Lucas hard.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. He's an MC. Yeah, he's a dope MC.
Hey, he know what the hell he talking about. Y'all need to copy.
Yeah, you know some shit, bro. You know some shit.
Everybody I like.
Yeah. Now, real quick, since you done gave us your top, who's your football team? Goddamn it, because it's draft day.
Goddamn Ravens. What you mean?
Oh man. All right.
You're a Ravens fan.
Listen, I ain't mad at you, brother. That's where you live at. You know where you from. My son is a Ravens fan. Y'all better get Lamar some motherfucking help, goddammit, because if not, I'm a Redskins fan. It's Washington football team right here. I see you see my man Sims back there with the 49ers Toucan Dan as a Green Bay fan, which is about to lose Aaron Rodgers, but that's another topic for the night. God damn it!
That's the first topic. That's the first topic. Hey, the Cowboys got Micah Parsons too, man.
Hey, that's a good pick for the Cowboys. Got a good pick, bro. A good pick.
Yeah.
About time they pick.
So yeah, Snyder, you more than welcome to stay in with us anytime.
Yeah, you can stay in or you can
whatever, man.
Yeah,
but we gonna talk football.
Yeah, I'll chill for a few minutes. I'm ready to hit the grocery store though.
Yeah, anytime you gotta make sure. I'm gonna send you my info, man, through Dale, and we'll link up anywhere to go, man, with the music shit. You feel me?
You said
you about to talk about the football.
He said he like.
I don't know if y'all hop on like Facebook or Instagram, you can also look me up as Snidey Music. Send me your shit there.
Okay. Yeah, we on Facebook.
Real quick,
we all on Facebook.
How can people find your music, bro? Shout yourself out.
All right. I'm on SoundCloud as Snidey. I'm on YouTube as Snidey Music. I got music out on Spotify. I got music out on iTunes. Apple Music, all the main platforms and all that good stuff. So most of it's under Snidey Music.
Snyder Music, y'all. Make sure y'all check the young brother out, man. He got some fire. Anybody like this real music, and we love real music. We ain't with that mumble bullshit. We don't condone in that bullshit. So check them out, man.
Listen, I like some mumble music.
Man, that's you, bro. You like a lot of different shit, man. It's all good. It's all love. I don't get down.
They can sneak something in here and there, man. I'm not too in it, but some shit catchy sometimes, man. You like, some shit catchy.
Yeah. They got some catchy shit, man.
It's even like back in the day. It's like back in the day. It would be something that might not be what everybody liked, but it was just that, it was different. You know what I'm saying? But now,
and for everybody tuning in, first time listeners, man, make sure you go on YouTube, hit subscribe, and share this shit with a bunch of people, man. We for the culture, goddammit. It's for the people.
Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. But yeah, our first topic is your man Aaron Rodgers want to be traded, man.
Oh, we got about to cry.
And we got the resident Green Bay fan, Toucan Dan.
He put out he want to be traded.
Did he leave? Oh man, did Dan spin off?
They want to talk about it off the damn show. Hey, look at him with his Aaron Rodgers, man.
Aaron Rodgers, that's your favorite.
Hey, show your little figurine, Dan.
Bro, listen, for people that be like, oh, Toucan Dan, he ain't no real Packer. Oh, yes, he is, bro. I got my own Aaron Rodgers on the field action figure, bro. And it got dust on it. This ain't no new shit I just bought.
So, Don, let me break it down to you, Don. For people that don't know and have not heard the news, the breaking news of today has been Aaron Rodgers has said point blank period, he will not return to the Green Bay Packers. The owners, the general managers, the head coaches have all flown out to meet Mr. Rodgers. And Mr. Rodgers told them to get the fuck out of his neighborhood. He will not return back to the Packers. So that means my man hopefully will be coming to the Washington football team. And Sims, we're going to bust y'all shit like we bust y'all shit last year. And
Dude, you tell me you really think that Aaron Rodgers is going to the Washington football team?
Hey, it's a motherfucking hope, bro. I got hope.
With Fitzmagic.
And we was talking about this. And we was talking about this earlier. And I would bite if I could get Green. If I could, hey, bro. And we got Aaron Rodgers, man.
Listen,
we're Super Bowl contender, man.
San Fran is really trying to pull strings to get Rodgers to come there because he's a California boy. He wants to. I think he wants to retire in San Francisco. I don't know if they're gonna really get after him.
Oh, damn.
Hey, I apologize to Cam, but we just got Trey Lance. So we good.
Hey, Chris, that's what you want.
Trey Lance. They good.
Oh yeah, they good.
Oh, Hey, I want us to get a multi-dimensional quarterback, and I do like him. I want him.
Cal gonna use him. Cal gonna use him right. Cal
Shanahan gonna use him right, bro.
They even get in the conversation.
Only problem is, no matter how much the 49ers are winning when they get a big lead, they just not gonna win because Cal don't know how to close it out. So it is what it is. They'll be good and they'll lose in the big games like Kyle always does. So it don't matter.
Can NFL advice from Redskin fans?
Remember, I'm the hood Skip Bayless, goddammit. Don't forget what my nickname is.
Hey, hold on, Hey, Rocky said you love Jimmy G. This dude
I still
you
think
love Jimmy G. You love Jimmy. Hey, you was about for Jimmy D.
Hey, y'all do realize our pick is gonna be on the bench. Jimmy G is still starting. What are y'all talking about? I still like Jimmy G. Quit. I just know we have it's realistic, and we needed some kind of running going on. So
no, it ain't realistic. Jimmy G supposed to be y'all goddamn future. That's bullshit.
Hey,
I don't want to hear that shit.
Who's Rocky team? I'm done. Who we go with?
Huh?
Who's Rocky team? The Saints?
He a Saint fan.
Hey, that might be where Aaron Rodgers got.
Hey, so Dan, what you think of Aaron Rodgers leaving, man? You a fan
it's
of
a
it?
sad day, man. They broke his heart, man. They went and got Jordan Love, man. I think that sealed our fate, man. I didn't, as a fan of the Packers, I was hoping it wouldn't, but it seems like at this point it definitely did. Rodgers wasn't too happy last year, man. And if we would have went to the bowl like we were supposed to, I think he might have stuck around. But I think he was upset with the front office and him feeling like he needed help in the receiving, but he felt like he needed help with the offense and the receivers, and him not really getting it, and them going to get a first round draft pick quarterback last year. I think Rodgers was just like, you know what? I think that was it. He said he felt like it was his exit. I think he felt betrayed. Honestly, as a fan, I think he felt betrayed that they went and did the opposite of what the fuck he needed them to do. But as a Green Bay fan, fuck him. He can get the pack. You know what I'm saying? That's his opinion. If he wants to walk, let him walk.
Can somebody not? He talking too much fanhood over there. Hey, that's Green Bay fuck all the way. Them idiots when they got a quarterback. When that man was MVP, they should have got him a receiver. They should have gave him a weapon. They put all that pick in a quarterback just sitting on the damn bench for no reason. Why that man get an MVP? How you gonna get his backup when he getting MVPs? Man, he deserved. That's Green Bay fault. He gonna throw them deuces up. Hey, he fuck around to get to San Francisco. Oh my God.
Hey man, hey, y'all excuse me, man. I had to go in the green room and make a phone call. Hood Skip Bayless had to call my commissioner for the Washington football team. We about to make this trade real quick. You just sit back and relax, watch this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do this.
Who he gonna trade?
Matt Jones gonna get Matt Jones, baby.
Matt Jones. Oh, so now y'all want that fake 49er left over there. Y'all can have him.
Hey, we don't want nothing to do with y'all.
Over here.
Hey, would you think he worth like a trade for Aaron Rodgers, man? What do you think he worth, man? 2 first rounds. Yeah, I mean, what would you trade? What would you trade for him? What would you trade for him? I'm just saying.
I trade my 3 baby mothers for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, you trade anybody for Aaron Rodgers.
My motherfucking.
I'm just asking, man. I'm trying to put a value on it, man. So 2 first rounds.
Hey, Don, did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I heard you, man.
I would trade my 3 baby mothers, my dogs, all my vehicles, goddammit, and whatever they need from Washington football team for Aaron Rodgers. What you want?
And you know what, though? I think Brady got him feeling a little pumped up because he went to Tampa Bay and he did, you know what I'm saying, and got this ring. I think Rodgers really looked at that and said, you know what? I think I can do what Brady did. I mean, like I said, as a fan, Green Bay Packers fan, I think it was a bad idea. He should have go ahead and just retired as a cheesehead. But I think Brady gave him the incentive to really look out in the field and say, you know what? If I have a lot better talent on offense, I can make a way better push for the Super Bowl. So,
hey man, what Rock talking about? That this ain't the same thing with Favre.
He said, bottom line, they did the same thing to him that he did to Favre. They drafted a quarterback. This is the business. I mean, he is making them. They did do that to Favre.
I think they were 2 different levels when that happened. Though Favre was balling, but Favre went on damn MVP. He wasn't the best. He wasn't considered one of the best QBs in the league. He was good. He wasn't that damn good.
Hey, why do that bother QBs anyway? Though, when somebody draft another quarterback, why that bother?
Dude, well, look at it this way, Don. If it's the for y'all team. And you got a quarterback that literally is an MVP candidate every year. Why the hell are you even messing with that position? Why ain't you giving the man weapons?
I'm saying why should that bother? I'm just saying why should that bother him? He's better than him anyway. So why should
Hold up. This is why, Don.
You the MVP quarterback. You got a chance to make it to the Super Bowl, but you ain't got no damn weapons because these motherfuckers want to draft another quarterback.
Hey, Don, let me break it down into relationship terms with Aaron Rodgers, right? You got a badass wife or a badass girlfriend sitting next to you. You don't go out and find a motherfucking replacement, because she get a little old or she get a little fat, goddammit. So you're gonna say, well, baby, you was holding it down and winning. You was on the winning team for a long time, but I had to draft your heir apparent. I had to go out and so that make your lady feel real, mad and angry. So Aaron Rodgers is like, oh, so y'all didn't go out and give me no weapons. You went out and drafted my heir apparent in the first round.
He got weapons though.
Come on, man.
Hey, so I got it like this, man. Did we really think last year Favre? I mean, Aaron Rodgers only had like 2 more years or something. Like Aaron Rodgers at least got about 5 more years.
He got at least 5 more years.
I'm saying, but that still don't stop you from drafting the quarterback. I just think he better than so it don't matter. I mean, I'm gonna draft the best. I'm gonna draft the best motherfucker I can draft. If it's a quarterback, it's a quarterback. And you can trade him just like New England traded Garoppolo, even though he's some shit now. But I'm just saying,
we never seen Jordan Love play in the NFL, bro. He can't be the best player. He wasn't the best player on the board, bro.
Who's to say this dude is all?
All right, Sydney.
Oh yeah, we got you, man.
All right, y'all. Send me y'all's handles. Hey, how often do you be going live though?
Every Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah, Tuesday and Thursday, Saturday. Yeah, we live.
Saturday. We'll send you all the link.
All right, bet.
We'll send you the link.
We can't.
All right, peace, bro.
All right, y'all. Peace.
But like I said, man, one thing about a QB position, it's an ego position. So once he felt like he wasn't given the response that he felt like or the respect he deserved as far as the backing up from general manager and the people in the upstairs, like I say, he was in his feelings about that shit. He was clearly in his feelings.
Dude, so
he was, but I'm just saying, yo, who supposed to draft a bum ass QB? I'm just saying, like I just think
we didn't need a QB. I'm just saying at that point he didn't need. It was an offensive move, and even though and the point is, as a Green Bay Packers fan, yes, we do need someone who has the potential to be a great quarterback in the future. But for the franchise at this point. At this point in the franchise, you disrespected the franchise quarterback. So because he felt that, he feel like he got a point to prove now. So that's just what it is.
Hey, y'all thinking way too hard, bro. Y'all got one of the best quarterbacks in NFL.
No, they don't listen. As an owner, if you got a quarterback with 3 more years and you got a chance to see the potential in getting what you figure will be the future of that's people thinking business. You don't really think for right now.
This is business. If you realistically wanted to keep Aaron Rodgers, to me they must have wanted to get rid of him because the dude.
We did not want to get rid of him. We just wanted to make a move that we felt that would have a better suiting in the future. He took it as offensive. Because of what he wants to accomplish right now.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did Aaron Rodgers at least have 4 or 5 more years?
I would give him 3, a solid 3. Yeah,
he got a good 4 or 5 more years. But you still get.
No, but I'm just saying.
Let me finish the question. If you know your best quarterback and one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history got 4 or 5 more years, why are you already picking his apparent backup to sit the bench for 4 years? That makes no sense.
Who's to say he's gonna make it? Who's to say? I mean, it's the same thing.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. When you're talking about business,
but you still gotta have somebody. You still gotta have somebody running your system, and I mean, because you never know what can happen. Like he can get hurt.
That's what 3rd, 4th, and 5th rounders are for, bro. That's what 3rd, 4th, and 5th rounders are for.
It's no rules on when you get quarterback, though, man. It's no rules, man.
The management itself took a gamble, feeling that they could get a quarterback that would be sustainable for the future, and that Rodgers would stay there.
I'm with Rocky, man. They drafted him and had him sitting behind Favre 3 or 4 years. What are you saying, Chris? I'm just saying, hey, he got his job the same way. He got his job the same way.
Don't forget. Wait a minute. Let me speak on this one here. Don't forget, Brett Favre didn't even want Aaron Rodgers to touch the field. He would honestly say, "What backup quarterback?" So Aaron Rodgers got that 17-year ego and felt the same. But if you look at it, it's the exact same thing that was done when he got there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And so what I'm saying is, as a business aspect, they gambled on the fact that Aaron Rodgers would not take that personal, in which he did. It was bad business.
We all watch
it's the business, man.
Right? We all watch football, right?
Yeah,
we do.
Then the Green Bay Packers keep making it to the NFC Championship years in a row.
They won't make it next year.
Why would
they not make it next year?
Why would you?
They won't even go to the playoffs next year.
They got weapons though, man. They got tons of weapons.
It doesn't matter. Listen,
they got tons of weapons. They not lacking for weapons. Real quick. I mean, you can put some depth behind
a magic number, Dan. You screamed out a magic number just now. You said 17. Bart Starr played for who? Green Bay, right?
Yeah.
17 years with Green Bay, then guess what? They replaced him. Brett Favre, 17 years, then guess what? Replacement, he's gone. 17 years for Aaron Rodgers, he's out of there. Now, this is what you need to know. Like Chris said, we don't always agree on a lot of shit. But when you are winning and you're going to the NFC Championship year after year after year, you get your best quarterback the fuck what he needs, and that's weapons. Okay? He had a couple weapons. Yes, Don.
Yeah,
but he did not have generational weapons besides Devontae Adams.
But you got to understand another thing is, most of the guys on our roster, most of the guys on our roster in the wide receiver position have only been there 3 or 4 years. We don't really, most of our guys are young guys. So if you want to go, why you can draft a 20-year-old kid? Listen, let me finish. In the business part, if you already got guys that's been only on your receiving core as 3 or 4 years, and you telling me that they're going and get somebody who's 20 years old is all of a sudden going to make you a football contention team.
Exactly.
Then okay, the Dallas Cowboys had what's his name, CeeDee Lamb or whatever. He was top shit, right? They ain't even make it.
CeeDee Lamb was the best player in the draft at that point, bro.
Did you put a Dallas?
What I'm saying, listen, that don't guarantee just because you get the top receiver in the draft don't guarantee you shit. And we still got young receivers, bro. We still have young. It's not like we're carrying an 8. We're not carrying a 35-year-old receiving core. Our average age is like 23 years old.
Hey, how bad is it? I've heard your Green Bay analysis, but this is what I'm trying to say. Wide receivers and running backs can make instant. They make your team instantly good. Them
and
three wide
but they don't.
But
not wide receivers. They don't instantly. I mean, wide receivers take a little while before they make an impact. Now it's normally take a
generational wide receivers. Generational wide receivers take over from the giddy up, bro.
Those 3 wide receivers that just left that draft that came from Alabama, I promise you they about to be balling it. What are y'all talking about?
It normally take a little time with wide receivers, man. It normally take a little time unless they elite, unless they elite, unless they Randy Moss or some shit.
With an average quarterback out here, with Aaron Rodgers, he gonna make that man.
Hey, and another thing.
Don't forget
2 wide receivers. It's a wrap.
Hey, don't forget Devontae Adams was there. We do have that, but
y'all got a running back. Y'all got like 2 running backs
with an empty bag.
Yeah, even the tight end. They got.
This is
bro. Listen, he took the shit first. He took it first.
Listen. Come to the Niners, Aaron Rodgers. They will take you.
Hey, they trying to get him. They want him.
No, they wanted him. They actually put out. They put out the other day that the child was trying to get him.
The article is from there.
Yeah.
Hey, throw that little Aaron Rodgers action figure in the tall grass in your backyard. Dude. Let's throw.
Hey, you do realize in the 17 years Aaron Rodgers has been there, y'all never have drafted a receiver or a running back in the first round. Let that sink in. That's fucking pathetic, bro.
Ridiculous.
So now, Dan, do you have anything else to say? Because besides this night, your Green Bay
Devontae Adams,
your Green Bay team will never be relevant again, bro. So do you have
We can all type names, Rocky.
You can say whatever.
Hey, Rocky,
there's always going to be.
Hey, Don, put that up. Put that up.
Hey, Rocky, we here, Rocky. Man, Rocky,
because they got talent, man. Tell Rocky to quit all that typing.
Hey, Rocky, no first round picks, bro.
It don't have to be first. Hey, first round don't guarantee nothing, man. That's basically. And I wouldn't be drafting all young receivers. I would Dan on that. I'm gonna sign somebody, man. Get somebody, get a veteran up there. Get you another veteran.
They ain't even do that. They haven't even did that shit. They picked Devontae.
You know why? Most of our shit went to D because we struggled so much on defense. Most of our picks went to defense. Listen, most of our picks have went to first round picks and went to defense because that's what we try to improve. Hey, listen.
Dog, I'm gonna ask you this question. So you honestly, you think that you think weapon wise, Green Bay was good. There wasn't none of like what they were.
I mean, they had more than enough. I mean, I'm not trying to say. I think they had more than enough.
Hey, Don.
There you go.
Weapon
wise, Green Bay was good.
There wasn't none of like that. G Rocky. They had more than enough. I mean, I'm not trying to say.
So the one point that I came on here, the one thing that I heard was first round picks and all that, right? First round picks.
Is that you? You got to turn your back. Yeah, you got to turn your background down, man. It's you got a lot of feedback.
Matt Jones is about to be gone, fellas.
49 the Patriots got him.
They about to get his ass.
Patriots got a pick. I don't know who they got yet.
Mac Jones gone to the Pats. That's what Will said.
How the fuck did he fall to the goddamn Patriots, bro?
The league is rigged, man. When y'all gonna realize that?
Hey, would you? Hey, Rocky, what you about to say, Rock?
Fucking Matt Jones.
Shit, Rocky. This man talk. Yeah, they got him.
They got him.
So I heard someone say something about first round picks. He didn't do this. What round was Brady picked in?
Oh, God.
The dinosaur round. I mean, that don't mean nothing. Right.
So I mean, we talking about and we talking about weapons. Your quarterback makes you weapons, pretty much, right? So all those names that I list, sometimes, but I'm just saying, he made those kids. Devontae Adams blew up this year. Nobody knew who Lazard was.
They're not gonna know who he is next year, bro.
Right, but I'm saying they balled out. Why is it a problem that when Favre was there and they drafted a quarterback 4 years and he sat on the bench? Aaron Rodgers sat on the bench. Why is it more issue that they drafted a quarterback? You're getting old, bro. You're getting old. That's all it is. It's a business. It's a business.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think
I love this kid. Let's draft him. We still got Aaron for a couple more years. What's the problem?
The problem, Rocky, is they took him in the first round, bro.
I get it.
They have to do that.
I get it.
What you're saying.
But the guy,
it doesn't matter. They've never drafted that man a fucking weapon ever in the first round.
But they got a weapon. It don't matter when they drafted him.
But he's had solid receivers because if everybody wants comparison, let me ask you: when did the Patriots go get first round draft wide receivers for Tom Brady?
They never get them. They never.
When did Tom Brady's career? Did Tampa Bay? I mean, did the Patriots go get first round draft pick wide receiver?
It's a big difference when you move up in the first round to get a quarterback. That's more immediate. That means you're trying to get rid of somebody. They picked Aaron Rodgers up in regular rotation when he was coming.
They wasn't getting rid of Aaron Rodgers, man. They wasn't gonna get rid of him unless he just decided to leave, man.
They took a gamble.
I'm a 49er fan. When they just moved up to get Trey Lance, Garoppolo, I'm about to be about this month because they moved to a number 3 pick to get his. They moved up to get old boy.
And I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that.
Y'all must not want me no more. So let me go ahead and make my. And they haven't even extended his contract, dog.
Aaron Rodgers don't have to move over for nobody. He'll have to move. It's Aaron Rodgers, man. Now, if you got a Garoppolo, a shaky quarterback.
Okay,
how dare you put Garoppolo?
If it's that bad, Chris, then why would Aaron Rodgers be the one not wanting to come back? That's the question you gotta ask. You know what I'm saying? If it's that bad, why is Rodgers leaving?
It's a wrap.
Listen, but he left on his own will. He wanted to terminate the relationship with the organization. They didn't do that to him. He just got offended,
bro. He's still on the contract.
I'm gonna quit,
bro.
Argument
the whole conversation is the man saying that.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna quit putting energy into it, but all I'm gonna say is last year, who was the MVP? And now this motherfucker ain't even playing for the team. He out.
Hey, who did Justin Fields go to?
The front office issue.
Justin Fields went to Chicago. He went to Chicago.
MVP, and now he ain't playing with y'all no more.
Okay, in Chicago.
We can't say this is just normal business. Y'all had an MVP who is now throwing the deuces up, and he out. That's a problem.
Because no more talk about the motherfucking Green Bay Packers.
None of y'all can argue, right?
Chris, let me ask you a question. So year after year after year, the Packers have always gone to the playoffs, get deep in the playoffs, or first round out, second round out. How long do you keep doing that, right? So they got a new coach, right? They got a new coach, and maybe at this point they're saying to themselves, listen, maybe we need to find the next quarterback to get us over the hump. Maybe I'm just saying. I get it. No. I get it. I'm gonna put it to you like this. You know that I'm a huge Saints fan. I knew that it was time for Breeze to go 3 years ago. 3 years ago, when he was still in his prime.
So this is a question for you.
Breeze ain't Aaron Rodgers neither.
Who you have to have a replacement as good as Drew Brees to even make it that far. If you want to get rid of your all pro quarterback or MVP quarterback, and I guess it's not good enough to make NFC championships and all this other stuff. Whenever you replace them, automatically you're not going to
got fired because he couldn't get past the hump when he was Dungy when he was with Tampa Bay, making it to NFC championship games and couldn't get past the hump. He got fired.
So you're trying to that is a comparison and saying Aaron Rodgers should be fired?
No, I'm just showing you. I'm showing you maybe the logic that they're saying is he's getting older. He's 37. We only seem to keep getting to this pinnacle. We have this.
We about to
jump. Man, we ain't talking about this motherfucker no more. Green Bay. We gonna write these motherfuckers off. They ain't about to Green Bay no more. It's a wrap.
I knew that was gonna stop. I knew that Aaron Rodgers was gonna start some shit. I knew it. Dan, you knew that shit too, man. You knew it was gonna start some shit, man. Hey, but I'm about to play this video. I'm about to play this video of this cop that was marketing LeBron James, man. Let me know what y'all think of this. I don't know if y'all seen this shit.
We're gonna get
dispatch provided with that disturbance. We have LeBron.
We got
right away, please. Thank you.
This dude was marking LeBron.
Excuse me. No, can you put the knife down, please, sir? Sir, no, sir, don't stab it. No, stop stabbing. Stop. Oh, hold on. It's LeBron. LeBron, hey, it's me again. Listen, I'm out here at this disturbance call, and there's a guy trying to stab another guy with a knife. What do you think I should do? Why does that matter? Okay, well, they're both black. One guy's trying to stab another guy with a knife. Deadly force is completely justified. I see. So you don't care if a black person kills another black person, but you do care if a white cop kills a black person, even if he's doing it to save the life of another black person? I mean, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but then again, you are really good at basketball, so I guess I'll take your word for it. All right. Yep. Okay. All right. Thanks, LeBron. Michael Jordan's the GOAT. What? Nothing. I gotta go. Sorry, guys. You're on your own. Good luck.
I love it.
Hey, so first of all, my own little as funny as that might be, I don't like making light of this at all.
Yeah. See, that's
10-year-old kid that got shot. But dude, they get to a point where that shit happens so much. Yeah, LeBron jumped the gun a little bit. But
he jumped the gun. He jumped the gun a lot. He didn't jump.
Yeah, but I still feel like you got to find a way. Why is it automatically deadly force all the time, dog? That's one point I agree with him in. Every damn time we got to shoot the black person, dog. We'll have white people try to pull cops out of cars, pull weapons on them, do mass shootings, and they all get arrested and everything else. But anytime it becomes with a black person in an incident or brown, whatever you want to call color you want to, somebody got to die. I'm going gun first. So that's all I'm saying. So fuck that. And how is that a cop? How am I gonna have any faith in a cop that's doing some shit like that, dog?
Well, he's in trouble for that. He got in trouble for that.
Yeah, he got in trouble.
Okay. I mean, what the fuck, dude?
But I mean, he was trying to make light of the situation.
Why are you being so stupid doing it in uniform, in the cop car,
Yeah.
on your job? That's not what you're supposed to be doing at this, this time. I don't care if you're on a break or not.
Yeah, that shit just very insensitive
about that shooting too. Afterwards, everybody getting on LeBron about that. But what about the cop afterwards that was yelling that damn blue light matter shit? Like, you just killed a damn girl. This motherfucker got the tape up. He's standing behind the tape and they yelling blue lives matter. What the fuck is that about, dog? Where did they
had nothing to do with anything.
Fuck that shit, man. That shit
here's what I say on. I think, did you guys already talk about this topic already?
Yeah, we did. We talked about this. I'm sorry, Rocky. I'm gonna let you talk, but I'm sorry if that was my daughter getting ready to get stabbed. I hope that the police do the same fucking thing. I don't give a damn if she get killed or not. If you got a knife and you getting ready to kill another motherfucker, that's called deadly force.
Right.
And I'm gonna shoot the shit out you. Do not put a knife on none of my kids. I'm gonna shoot your motherfucking ass as many times as I want to. Bang, 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 bang.
And I'm in agreement with you 100%. We have to look at things, case by case, if you will.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know if you guys saw there was a white kid who actually stabbed the cop, but then started running away from him. The cop first had the gun out, switched and went to a taser.
Yeah, I seen that shit.
My question there, and I'm with you, Chris, on something like that would be, how is it that you can? All right, so case by case. That shooting of the little girl, unfortunately, to me, justified.
Before you continue, I agree that it's justified. I would never say that there wasn't. So one thing that did shake me about it, because we did keep watching the video, and my homeboy broke it down. We did a video, and he went over the training guide for cops. And this dude did exactly what he's trained for. They shoot 4 times. The most thing about it was she was close to the other girl. If you look at the background, there's a damn car. It's a neighborhood. So I wonder where the 4th bullet went, because you shot down the street almost.
Right.
So you never know where that 4th bullet, like, that's the chance you take shooting in a residential area.
Right.
And another thing we were talking about at the very beginning when we got out, they were close to him. They fell at his feet. And in the military, we got sprayed with what's the name? There's a lot of shit. Some people can get adrenaline and run through a tape.
Shout to stop, not kill. No, not with my daughter. Not with my daughter. I ain't shouting. I'm not shouting.
I'm talking about before that got to the staff.
No.
Hit them up with that. I'm telling you, it wouldn't have been that easy, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Not with none of my nieces. Not with none of my family members. There ain't gonna be no, hey, stop, don't kill her. No.
I understand.
When a motherfucker got a knife and they're going to stab somebody, that's deadly force. The intentions is to fucking kill the person.
Right.
We have to understand that. What the police officer was doing, no matter if he was wrong or right, I'm not justifying what the fuck this idiot was doing. He's trying to say that, police have got to have some type of, we got to give some type of credit to the fucking police for saving the fucking
life. That's what I'm saying. Not everything.
Not giving credit.
Is a bad shoot.
It definitely was too many shots. Yeah, not everything's a bad shooter, like Rocky said. He saved the girl's life, right? What if he'd have shot the girl one time and she would have continued with momentum force and stabbed the girl in the neck and she would have died? Then what?
Did you read about the whole case though, and the whole situation of it? Even though it all like
yeah. So because the foster parent should be in jail for letting all that shit fucking go on, all that. We're not talking about them though.
There was 2 girls that came to their house. That girl that got shot was the one that called the cops. The ones that she was attacking were older than her. You can almost look at it as almost self-defense, dog. They ran up in her crib trying to beat her up. So I mean, there's always a way to look at it. Of course, a cop don't know that when he pull up. But I'm just saying.
Stop, not kill.
So let me jump on that. Let me jump on what Ms. Nash just said. Shoot to stop, not to kill. That's not something that you're trained to do. Period. Whether you're law enforcement or not. When I've gone through shooting, and if any of you guys have licenses or you were taught to shoot center mass. And the reason you can miss a leg, you can miss an arm, you can miss these things, but center mass is where you're trained to shoot.
Stop deadly force.
Right. I get what you're saying, but that's just the training that they're in.
The moment
if you have somebody breaking into your house and you're nervous and you don't want to kill them, but you're trying to shoot at their leg, as that leg moves and you shoot the ground and they make it to you, you don't realize how fast they can get to you before you can actually put them down.
Rock, what I'm mainly saying is just the fact that it seems like it goes straight to that. That's the only thing that pisses me off.
Right. And again, like I said, they switched hands, right?
It's always a gun. Always a gun.
You stabbed that cop and you were running away. I guess probably because he's running away is why he went from gun to taser. You see it in the video. You see it right in the video.
It don't matter with black people though, because you saw it in North Carolina.
Right.
You saw it tried to dip and they shot him in the back of the head. I mean,
I'm gonna say, and we had a recent, what's his name, Anthony Brown Jr. something like that.
Yeah.
A black man was shot in the back of the head. But I didn't really get this. I let everybody kind of air it out. I didn't really say much. Me and Steph discussed this when this first happened. First of all, I felt like in a situation like that, if she called the police, and at that point, unless they physically went into her home, once she left her home and went in the street with a butcher knife, just to have you put yourself in danger. One, as a parent, and we all have kids. If someone comes to my home and they want to fight my daughter and they outside and I call the police, at that point, I'm not going to allow my child to grab a butcher knife and run outside to confront them, because as we see right here, you never know how that situation is going to end up. Well, we know how it ended now, where the actual person who was supposedly defending herself was shot, because when the police pulled up and he's yelling stop and free. And if you watch the videos we all have, everybody stopped except for her.
Yep.
Once the police pulled up, everybody kind of froze, and she continued to do assault or whatever she was going to continue to do before she was shot by the police. Now that's one. Now, on the level of what police are going to do when it's a person of color, and it's a person that's considered of not color, Anglo-Saxon, Caucasian, we all understand what that principle is. You understand what I'm saying? So when she took that knife in her hand, she took she did. I mean, I don't say that she deserved to kill. I won't say that. What I'm saying is you have to think a little bit more before you do what you do. Now, he could have shot her once. He could have shot in the air. I told my wife it could get to a point where at least police should have like maybe 2 or 3 rubber bullets. Let the first rounds not always be lethal. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it could be. You know, it could be 2 or 3 rounds that's not lethal that shoot first. Then let that last, you shoot. If like Chris said, they got a 4 count, bang, 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 bang. Let those 4 bullets be non-lethal. At least, because anybody know, I mean, being shot or the effects of a gunshot is going to make you stop anyway. Now,
some people, not all people.
But I'm just saying, if somebody shoots you with 3 non-lethal rounds and you keep coming forward at that point, because it's like us, because I'm sure I'm not a gun owner, but from what I understand, if you own a shotgun, because Dave Chappelle was telling the story, you're supposed to put bird shot and then put a slug. When the bird shot is to give them a fair warning.
That's optional, bro. That's optional.
But I'm just saying that they're saying there's a legality. I mean, for me, for the police, give them the first 3 or 4 bullets. Make them rubber. They ain't got to always shoot to kill. And I do understand what Chris Sims saying. What Sims is saying. Sorry to give you whole government, but what Sims is saying, bro. When it comes to us, it's always a lethal choice to us. Now we've seen many clips when, like you said, the white boy got, and he's calling the white boy's name when he got rocked. When he stabbed him, he's like, "Kenny, come on, man, don't do it, Kenny, don't do it, Kenny." And he's chasing him. We all know if that was a brother, you'd have been shot. You know what I'm saying? But we also, right. Yeah, so, we already know that. So in certain circumstances, black people, I'm not allowing my child to go outside with a butcher knife. If we call the police, they already handle a domestic disturbance and put her at risk of getting killed. You know what I'm saying? Either way it's going to go, somebody was going to get hurt, seriously hurt. So, it's a sad thing. And I don't really think police brutality is going to stop. All this shit that's being shown on camera is all, as I always say, the same shit always happens. This shit's been going on.
That can't be the mindset, dog. You can't have the mindset that something's not going to stop. Shit needs to stop.
Well, like I said,
the last few
on the last show,
people got shot.
We got to stop allowing the police. We got to stop allowing the police to police our children. Okay, we got to get them. We got to teach them and get them in better situations, and then we got to figure out what the fuck we got to do to get these police out of here. Because not all white cops are waking up in the fucking morning time saying, "I'm gonna go out here and shoot a black person."
Right.
All right. Yeah. There's black cops that are killing black men as well. Okay. We don't see that because that ain't the narrative on the Democratic channels. That's not what we're seeing. Rocky, you know what I'm talking about.
But that's the wrong argument, though.
So please, no, it ain't. It's not an argument.
Yeah, but I mean,
it ain't no fucking argument, bro.
All of it don't get on tape, dog. How much shit they already done got away with, dog? What are you talking?
They've been getting away with this shit since the motherfucking slave days. But that's what they do.
No, but that can't be the response. It can't be that's what they do. That shit need to change.
Oh, of course. But who's that start with? That starts with us.
I don't give a damn who it started with. We got to figure that out. But it needs.
But what I'm saying is,
it can't
every
be that
fucking police who wake up in the morning ain't waking up to go out and kill nobody. But if you getting killed because you got a knife in your hand, bro, that's a different narrative, bro. All that shooting with rubber bullets and dog. So if a motherfucker got a knife and they coming at you, you want the police to shoot your motherfucking attacker with rubber bullets? Not me. So I'm gonna need you to get them fuck above me and stop them, okay?
So just having a conversation with you, dog. And we all done been at clubs and everything else. I don't know if y'all got directly pepper sprayed, but at that when he got out the car, they fell at his feet. If he would have had that, instead of grabbing that fucking gun, if he'd have grabbed his pepper spray, hit him on the ground, I promise you they ain't doing nothing else.
You're talking about something different. You're not talking about the girl with the knife.
I watched it many times, dog. They were right in front of him. She got up and went to the chick with the other. I saw the tape. I want to look at it again. When he got out the car, they fell right in front of him. Then she hopped up and jumped at the other girl, pulled the knife, and that's when he shot her. I saw that, but he already had the gun out. The first thing he did was pull the gun out. There was all that shit on his belt. No, let me just get the gun. That's all I'm saying, dog. Why does it go directly to the gun? It doesn't have to go directly to the gun. You get the pepper spray, you get the taser, hit him on the ground, dog. When she first fell, do all that crap is non-lethal force. Everybody gonna be pissed off, but everybody alive, and figure out what to do next. That's all.
It sounds good, but
it just was a
in the heat of the moment.
It was a touchy situation.
Trying to attack my kids.
But they're supposed to be trained.
I mean, I'm just saying the crazy thing about that situation was they actually called the police. So it's it's like you at your house, you defending your house, and then you trying to. I mean, you getting jumped and shit, grabbing weapons and shit, and you know what I'm saying. It was a fucked up situation. Maybe they should.
She did not have to leave her home. She didn't have to leave her home.
I'm not saying she didn't, but again, it's the heat of the moment. You try. I mean, yes.
She shouldn't have pulled
I mean, it's a fucked up situation. It's a real fucked up situation. Like it is. But they should develop a way to not go for the kill. I mean, it's got to be something, man, to where they could, because it's no.
I mean, and all I'm saying is we've seen situations, plenty of situations,
and we've seen it
where it didn't go the way that it would have went for people of color. And yes, there are white folks that are shot every day. It's white folks that shot every day by other white police officers. We're not saying that. But we're saying the narrative when it comes to us is shoot first. I understand, like I said, I understand. The narrative should not be shoot first.
I'm just through with it. In the last few days, you had the little kid that got shot with his hands up with no gun. You got the North Carolina shooting. You got the taser and gun mix-up. I mean, it's the shit is happening.
You got the two cops that just got killed by doing a wellness check. You gotta talk about that too.
You got the kid that got shot in the school bathroom. They shot him in the school bathroom. I mean, these motherfuckers, they just popping up. Hey, ain't nothing stopping, dog.
So Chris, let me ask you, what is something that we need to do in order to end this?
Hey, my homeboy Nick literally broke down. He looked through the police training. And he talked about
Damon Davis, y'all. Damon Davis.
Exactly what he was trained. Let me see what this Washington pick is.
He a safety, ain't he? Ain't he a safety?
Now he's a linebacker. This motherfucker he's like a monster too.
Jamin Davis.
Can he cover? Can he cover?
This motherfucker can do everything.
He can do everything.
And he wore my high school number.
But to answer your question right quick, Rocky, like I said, the only thing I've said is don't provide lethal rounds is the first meat. It's not the saying. I mean, if you got 16, 17 shots, if the first 3 or 4 are not lethal,
I'm gonna tell you why.
If they made you get stopped,
I'm gonna tell you why that don't work. That don't work because now criminals, right? Criminals, they know this then, right? Let me wear protective gear. Let me do this. I know my first 4 shots are rubber. They're not gonna kill me. I can kill them. So it's a self-defense type of situation for the officer. So that's why I think.
If a police officer, first of all, wait a minute. In response to that, if somebody's criminal and they going with anything with criminal intent, they're gonna wear bulletproof vests and all that shit anyway if they plan on getting in that much of a shootout with the police. But we saying to save most lives on most occasions where there's civilians, it would be a bigger help. It would, because then a cop would have to, he would have to explain why did he have to go to shot 7, 8, 9, 10. You would have to explain at that point.
500 unarmed black people been killed since 2018. That's ridiculous, man. That's 500 people dead, unarmed, but killed. But this is what my homeboy Nick, I think, made the best response to what you asked, Rock. In the military, we were trained on something. Then we had to fill out documentation to say that we were trained. Therefore, if we went against the training, we were held accountable. The issue with police is they got this damn union where they don't have the accountability side. So they can do dumb shit and then do something like retire, get their pension or whatever. Right. But what he was saying was every time we had watches. We had to get trained on every weapon. Once we were trained on every kind of scenario, we had to sign off on it. Once you signed off on it, you were held accountable. If you did something outside of that training, then the military could be like, you signed off, you've been trained, we're gonna hold you accountable for it. That's why you don't see this weird shit happen in the military, because if you do that shit in the military, your ass end up in a brig, you get like real charges. Like it's a problem. Cops aren't held to that. They don't have the accountability side. They
also don't have that type of training either.
And they don't have the training. We used to have to get retrained and retrained and retrained. I wonder, I would love to see how many times once cops are trained, how much retraining they get. Because he actually looked up between 7 and 10 feet of being near someone, what is the cop's training? He said that cop did exactly what the training said. Shoot 4 times to the torso, and if you count his bullets, he popped 4 times, hit a 3. And he said, and what he did weird at the end was I forgot the name of it, but you're not supposed to keep your gun on, or you're not supposed to wand it around. He put his gun not only on people around, he aimed his gun at his own damn cop, on his fellow cops. Like, that was weird. That's what you don't get trained.
But that's because he was in shock. He was in shock, bro.
He shouldn't be in shock. That's another thing.
You're right. When you shoot somebody, that's a serious thing, man.
He's trained, but he's not. They don't constantly train. And that's when they say they need to put money into this shit.
Because they do. But this is a question too, though. Did he save the girl's life?
Dude, so you want to take that one scenario and just throw away?
I'm asking a question. Did he save her life?
I mean, did he? We don't know.
No, he did. He saved the victim's life, bro. That's what I'm saying.
But could he have done something differently to not even get to that? That's what I'm saying. You can't.
Could he have saved everyone's life? Yeah, that was an option too. He didn't listen. So he might not have tried to use what's considered to us that's considered lethal force. But to them, he was like, "Hey, I'm trying to shoot 4 times, so I shot her 4 times, or shot at her 4 times." He could have shot at her once, man. It's a different way to handle that situation.
Look at the map. That's exactly what I'm saying, dog.
Yeah, Torres said police officers need special training, an overview of judiciary board, and must complete a criminal justice degree. Also have some psychological analysis for PTSD. To become an officer of the law, you should be held to a higher standard.
Thank you. Listen, what this cop was doing in this video was very idiotic, okay? We can all agree on that. But what the cop is trying to insinuate and basically say is it's damned if you do, damned if you don't with them. All right? So I mean,
I feel like you're talking about? Cut me out with what you're saying. What are you saying?
I said what the police officer was trying to explain in the video by making a joke with LeBron James. It's basically it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. It ain't got shit to do with who I'm motherfucking, what side I'm on. All right. No child should lose their life, but no child should pick up a fucking knife and go to attack another child as well. Because if you do, you can get killed.
The people that came to fight her were grown. She was the kid. She was the only kid. The other two were grown.
And the worst thing about that,
her parents before y'all make comments, dog.
Right. So Chris,
no, I understand. Like I said, her parents should be held.
What the fuck age you are? What size? If you pick up a fucking weapon and you attack another person, you can get killed. We all know that.
So here's the other thing too, right? Just like when we talk football and we talk about stats and how many touchdowns this and how many touchdowns that, I saw the thing come up. So I always try to look to see what the other numbers are, right? So I saw where it said 500 unarmed black men are killed since 2018. So I just went and Googled. That's all. I just wanted to see what the number was in comparison to. It was basically neck and neck as far as white people versus black people being killed by being unarmed and killed by the police. Dude, so I think Steph said earlier. I'm just saying, Steph talked about it earlier, where it's the narrative, right? This is all about that divide. This is all. Yep. This whole thing is. Why do you think we only see this, right? It shouldn't happen on either side. It shouldn't happen. White people shouldn't be dying. Black people definitely shouldn't be dying. But it's this narrative that just keeps playing over and over that only shows us.
It's dividing the people, bro.
It's only showing us. That's all it's doing over and over. And of course, that's getting us upset because we're not seeing Johnny. We see the videotape of Johnny, getting switched from a gun to the taser.
So let me.
Now hold on. Hold on. It might be neck and neck, but it's also. I mean, now if you're gonna say it's neck and neck, then you got to bring the percentages in.
Yeah, thank you.
So that's gonna change. That's gonna completely change the narrative on that. If you bring the percentages up.
Black people were killed at 2.6 times the rate of white people. Hispanics were killed at 1.3 times the rate of white people. And let's see, Hispanic 1.45 the rate of. So if you're looking at it from raw numbers, remember we're only 13 to 16% of the country.
Right. So
if you have a white number that's anywhere near where the black number is, then we're definitely getting it done to us way more. It's not. This isn't no fake divisive narrative. They shoot black people before they shoot white people. That's just
and a lot of us have experienced that shit. So it's
y'all know that stuff.
I got you.
Yeah. A lot of us has experienced that shit, and you just wonder, like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, for no reason.
And that goes back to what I was saying about we have to govern ourselves, and what Steph was saying on a whole different level, because we know we're not going to get the same amount of justice. We're not going to get treated equally. We're not going to get the same amount of treatment.
Then when we get time, we get more time. I mean, goddamn, so you kill us, and then we go to jail, we get more time in jail.
Listen, I always bring up the example of the rapist. This dude, Brock Turner or something like that was his name. The school Davenport kid or IMU kid got sentenced for 6 months and only did about 2 because the judge said he didn't want to ruin his life.
The judge said he didn't want to ruin his damn life. Then in the same scenario,
right? That shows you right there systematic racism. I mean,
that's it is. But we have to govern us, and that's what I mean by we have to.
Remember that video? The video you played?
Yeah, when the white boy pulled off on the top.
Dude had the gun. That shit you played. That's
what I'm saying. So when it comes to us, we have to govern ourselves. And I'm not saying that we have to be afraid of police till we got to go to yes, sir, and keep your head down and shit like that. What I'm saying is before we put ourselves in certain situations where we know we're not going to get the same type of treatment, then you got to be more careful, man.
Yeah, you got to be careful. You have to be until we can get it on that level.
I mean, you send your child outside at the age of 15 with a butcher knife to go into a full-on brawl. If your child is going outside and you know that the police have been called and she has a weapon and no one else has a weapon, are you putting your child at risk of being shot by the police?
Well,
we know that.
It's got to the point that most black people won't even call the damn cops. We're just gonna do it.
Hell no. We
Right.
gotta stop letting the police our fucking kids.
Yeah, they'll come.
We gotta take care of that shit.
What was that?
I mean, Chris, I don't know if you have children, Chris, but if somebody come to your home and they say, "Look, I want to fight little Chris," you like, man, first of all, Chris, you stay in here because we don't know how this shit gonna go when you step outside. Then as a man, you gonna take over, protect your home at that point and say, "Look, motherfucker, if you don't want to get carried off my motherfucking street, then you get the fuck off my street because we know." But at that point, when you say, "Hey, look, she goes outside," it's a brawl kicks off and she ends up shot. It's just tragedy, man. It's tragic. But anyway, with the situation with LeBron James, I want to speak on this. This whole shut up nigga and play basketball or dribble, man, fuck that shit. Yeah. Black men are black men. It's a job. If he want to come out there and speak, even though he jumped the gun a bit, if you want to speak on racism or whatever the fuck, we should be able to do it no matter what our job is. I don't give a fuck if you're a basketball player or brain surgeon.
Yeah, but that's the thing, dog, and that's what I hate. I had a whole debate before about why do we let black celebrities speak for us anyway, but they do have a platform. So it's not like I got to agree with them or anything, but I will not get mad at LeBron if he made a mistake because he does speak up and he does hold people accountable. So yeah, he jumped the gun on that one. I didn't agree with him saying you're next or something.
Well, not only that, he contradicted himself because he had a whole nother video where he was just straight ripping motherfuckers for doing the complete opposite. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of the police was saying. They were like, wait a minute, didn't you make a video saying some complete opposite shit about what we shouldn't do? And like totally put the blame on people, and then now he put the blame on the police. So that's what the fuck they were saying.
So one of the things I'll throw at you guys too is what I've done in my neighborhood. I'm in a predominantly white neighborhood. I joined the police reform commission where I'm on the board in my community with the police department, with the chief of police. You can do that in your own communities as well. One of the things that I am getting them to do is they have what's called a young cadets class, right? Where they go into high schools and they try to farm and get kids, to become cops later on down the line. My question to them was, why isn't it that you're not taking action as far as getting African Americans to be part of your police department because you don't have any? So that's one of the things that's on the board this year, that their goal is to hire 2. All right. And part of that is it's about testing, but they're getting people classes, African American classes, to pass the test so that they can then become police officers in this area. I implore all you guys to do something like that, to just go ask, how can you join the police reform action plan?
And Chris made a point. Chris asked the question though, y'all. He said, how do we stop this shit from happening? The way we stop this from happening, guys, is like Rocky said. We got to get more people in the police academy that know the streets, that understand the streets, that are from the streets, that know our people, that know how to handle a situation like that white cop that hopped out the car. Please believe me, he ain't never witnessed no shit like that. All right. We have to educate our kids, and we gotta have better police and put people in the motherfucking system that know how to handle the situation.
The issue I have with that is there are more places in America in which, like Chris and Rocky say, where we are a minority. You're not going to get as many of us because we are mostly centered toward the edges of the West Coast, the East Coast, but like the Midwest, down south, it's weird that the communities are largely outnumbered with people of color are not even, you got a community maybe 10,000 people. You may have maybe a 1,000 of them are black. You know what I'm saying? So, and sometimes even the numbers become overwhelming where you just it's just more of getting the understanding of how to treat people, period. Because some communities don't even have enough black folks to fill over that.
They put all the cops in the minority neighborhood, though, dog.
Right, Don. Put that comment of Torres Young mentioned something. Sheriff
Which one?
Right, block any form of board to review the police department. Hey, Torres Young, you in Spartanburg, ain't you, bro?
Yeah, he in the Burg, I think.
Yeah, that's
okay. Well, listen.
That's right.
One thing I know about the Spartanburg police, I lived there. I have never witnessed so much racism until I went to Spartanburg and been around the motherfucking cop. So anything you trying to do with them Spartanburg police, homie, good luck with that shit, bro. I would get the fuck out of the burg and run. Like me and Don.
Call NAACP. Listen, call NAACP.
They'll block in Spartanburg, racist ass Spartanburg. They'll block the NAACP now. That bitch.
But you got
that's a racist motherfucking place right there, bro.
No matter where we are, but you got to stand up for your rights.
I know.
Yeah, man.
Well, no matter where you are, man.
But yeah. But you remember they pulled us over, stepped down there for we shoot the ball, and they pulled us over and said we fit the description. We teenagers.
No, they pulled me over one time and I was drinking a root beer. My man pulled me over, thought I was just drinking and driving, realized it was a root beer and continued to want to check the car and everything. I was like,
oh man, that shit good.
They pull up on me on Draper line and just call my whole name out and be like, hey, Mr. So-and-so, you selling any dope today? I'll be like, what, nigga? I'm with my mom. Like, what the fuck?
I was up the street. I done that.
Damn.
For y'all at all, bro.
That's why y'all should have lived in Pauline on the country road.
That's it, man.
There's no cops down there.
It was a police officer that was just went viral also for walking up to two black men in the neighborhood and was telling them, yeah, this is my city and y'all don't belong here. And the brother was like, man, I went to 101. I graduated at the high school around the corner. White cop turned around and said, yeah, well, this is my city, but I'm not from around here. And if you don't get off my car, I'm going to let my dog out, my canine unit out. He was just, he gave his whole name, Michael some shit. But, you know, like I said, the ideal of racism will never stop in this country. And that's what I mean by, I don't think police brutality and what goes on as far as the masses in certain areas, that shit's not going to stop, man. Because you got people that's being raised and raising children with the same type of mentality.
That's the accountability side. They can be as racist as they want to. You need to have the right policies in place.
You're absolutely right. But listen, I said some people.
That's what has to change, dog.
Hey, Sam, us as a people, though, bro. Let me tell you this. I know a lot of racist black people. All right, just like I know a lot of racist white people. We got to change as a people. That's the motherfucking. That's the
this is something that. Look, I'm gonna tell you this right here. It was a white guy on IG that explained this. He said, "Black people cannot participate in racism because racism is only built on the system in which people are oppressed. We are prejudiced. It's not racism; it's prejudice. When we call a white person, and this is no disrespect, and this is the words I'm gonna use these words, but honky, cracker, cracker bread." White bird shit, whatever you want to call a white person, is just a name, but it has no systematic effect on their lives. Black people experience racism because we are systematic and predatorily oppressed in this country. And I know people don't want to get into that and say, well, black people, they be like, yeah, black people racist. If you're black, you can't be racist because our views of someone is a view. But we don't have the
right there, capitalism. What was the other two?
Socialism, and communism.
All
the word of ism means that it's a place of a system. Racism in America only plagues those of black and brown or whatever you say, people of color, because it is systems put in place to keep us down. I sent Don a link about that was showing how the average black home value $46,000 less on the market.
Don't even start that debate. I got plenty to say.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing. But Don, let me say this because I'm getting ready to write a book about growing up mixed in America, bro. Real talk. This is something I'm working on. All right,
you just not light-skinned?
No, I'm just not light-skinned, bro. I'm mixed, man. So listen, I stand on the fence, Rocky, when it comes to this whole racism thing because I have witnessed and experienced racism from both races. So to sit up here and tell me that a certain color ain't racist, yeah, all right, okay, that shit sounds.
So listen, when have you ever suffered any type of systematic oppression by a black person?
I've just been ganged and beat the fuck up by a gang of motherfucking black dudes for being.
That
is
a prejudice.
And the ism of the word. I've been ganged and jumped by blacks. I've been ganged and jumped by whites. I don't know about the isms.
You have to understand the word.
Trying to get it.
Listen, understand the word I'm using. Prejudice. Prejudice means that you don't have to like or say it for reasons that don't even have to be rational. That's a prejudice. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about the word racist or racism, that's a lot different. See, a white man will say, "Look, I don't like niggas." Okay, you can be president, but when you are the KKK and you form a group and you go into certain towns and you say black people can't own business, black people can't own land, black children can't go to schools, right? When you say that, that's when it becomes an actual system of oppression, because it's not one person that you being oppressive or offensive against. It's an entire population of people, and that's what we mean. Yes.
Skip Bayless, what he's saying, that is so true, dog, because that is 100% true.
Hey, I'm not about the truth of nothing. It's a lot of educational shit you can throw into the racism, the whole racism pool, the whole prejudice pool. What I know, if you are a certain color person and you hate the other race, you do bodily harm to the other fucking race. All right, that is a form of racism.
It's prejudice.
You cut him? That's what I'm talking about. Get him out of here.
But I try to discuss that with people on different levels, because people always say black people can be racist. Black people can't be racist because we can't control anything based on race. We don't control anything as far as
I disagree. I think every race can be racist, bro. That's bullshit.
Skip Bayless, you got to listen to what I think I get where you're coming from, but you're being defensive with the response. What he's saying,
I'm only being defensive saying because of experience.
Because you have experience with it.
Yeah, I got experience from this shit. It's not just I'm not just talking out my ass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
listen, you can have an 85-year-old. Listen, I've had an 85-year-old grandmother. If she wasn't no big fan of Hispanic people, she called everybody a Mexican. And we live in D.C. This area is heavily populated by mostly El Salvadorians, Hondurians, but they're not Mexicans. But my grandmama called every Spanish person she met a fonyon. I thought she was speaking about Chinese people, but she really called them a Mexican. Was that racist? No, it was prejudice.
That's a little bit racist, yeah.
But I'm saying it was prejudice because my grandmother had no. My grandmother had no.
Go ahead. I think just listen to what he kind of saying. Is he just saying the system itself is built to oppress black people?
I understand that.
Yeah, black people cannot like you. They don't have.
We as black people have our own form of prejudice against one another.
Yeah,
prejudice. That's what I'm saying.
As well.
I agree with that. I mean,
the moment a white person calls out a black person by saying nigger, black, coon, that's racism. Right. It goes both ways. If a black person calls a white person a cracker, any type of fucked up name that associate the white color. Same with the black. Listen, man. Black and white
by definition, but I'm
I don't think black people can be racist, man.
By definition, you are being prejudiced. All I'm saying is,
think that all you want.
I don't think we can be racist, man.
Okay, Steph, listen. The question could be this: in what black neighborhood has ever stopped a white person from moving into their neighborhood? Even on level, I'm just saying, even on any level, what black, because you've experienced, what black neighborhoods that you lived in that a white person has moved in and the black people left, they took their businesses, it's called, nowadays it's called gentrification. It happens. You see what I'm saying?
But we all know the history. We all know the history of America.
But the object of race.
That doesn't mean that it's okay to hate any type of color and race for any type of way. Nowadays, we got to move past that shit.
But we talking about the ideal of being a racist. We're saying is that level of approach. See, black people can say, yeah, look at that cracker, or I don't like white folks. But that's as far as it go with us. You see what I'm saying? That's not racism. It's prejudice.
I ain't even taking it, but that's a different level to me.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That's bullshit. So you mean to say it's okay for black people to say it, but if white people say it,
they didn't go through nothing.
Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. That's dumb as fuck.
When we're talking dumb shit. But when we're talking system, it's almost like us. If we just saw a white guy kill a black guy on video live, and he had to go through a whole trial for this dude to get any kind of charge. That's just what it is. If that was a black person that did that, it wasn't no cop. That dude would have went straight to damn prison. There wouldn't have been no, oh well, he couldn't have been, it wouldn't have went through all that. It was a
Tim, you know what?
Man,
point being, remember, in Minneapolis, it was a black police officer a few years, only 2-3 years ago.
Thank you, Benny.
In Minneapolis,
if you don't like white people, you're racist. Thank you, Denny.
Hey, black people can't be racist.
If you look up the depth, and this is what I want to say about that.
We're in the minority, man.
It was a black police officer.
My man, it was a wise man, bro.
It was a black police officer in Minneapolis a couple of years ago who accidentally shot a white woman who ran up to his cruiser. And she was from Australia. He got an automatic 12 years. It wasn't he got to go to court and see if he's guilty or see what circumstances in which it happened. He was automatically charged, found guilty, and is now doing 12 years in prison in Minneapolis. The same place with his George Floyd shit.
What the hell is going on in Minnesota? That all of this stuff.
Yeah, they got some bad juju down there, bro. This is bad juju.
This is why I like the new administration, because the new AG is doing a full investigation on the whole Minneapolis police.
Yeah, they're gonna burn some motherfuckers down there,
That's
bro.
why they didn't let that dude become a judge. Now he's the attorney general, and now it's backfiring on their ass because he on everybody's head. But I looked up the definition of racism: prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is minority or marginalized. The reason it says typically minority or marginalized is because that's when you bring in white superiority. When somebody's superior feel they are, it's easier for them to be racist for someone that doesn't have power. That's why we're saying it's hard for you to say a black person can be racist when we're the ones that's marginalized.
We're the minority. Yeah, we're in the minority.
I understand all that. But that's the thing. If you don't like a person because the color of their fucking skin, you are a fucking racist. I don't give a fuck how you document it, what definition you look up. If you put hatred in your heart because of the color of somebody's fucking skin, we are all motherfucking humans, bro. We all bleed the same fucking color. If you're an idiotic motherfucking person who don't like a motherfucker because of the color of their skin,
and you know what?
It's
beautiful that you put it that way, but we live in a country that ain't never treated us that way. It's beautiful you put it that way, but we live in a country that we've never lived. We had to die for it.
And voice our own opinion, right?
We had to die. No, what you said. I said what you put is beautiful. We are all humans and we all human beings. But the sad truth is, we live in a country that has never treated us that way. So
you do agree.
It's almost a walking PTSD. We walk with PTSD every day.
But that's what I'm saying. You do agree there's never been no equality with black people and white people. Right?
Listen, that's a whole nother fucking subject. Of course, I agree with it.
It goes right along.
Of course, I agree with it. But the fact of the matter is, bro, it don't fucking make a difference. We all have freedom of speech right now. We all can vote.
It does make a difference, though.
We can all get praised, goddammit. Okay, so it's on you to educate yourself to feel less equality or less of the motherfucking law. Nah, you better educate your motherfucking self and know what the land of the laws are. Because I know I do.
Education.
Hold on, too, man.
So you talking about like compliance stuff?
Y'all live in DC, right?
Compliance.
Yeah, I live in DC.
Yeah, a lot of folks don't know the lands of the laws of the land. They don't know.
What you just said about you needed to. Who live in DC? Y'all three?
No, I live in DC. I live in Maryland.
I'm actually in Maryland too.
So people,
I live in DC.
You do realize that they won't let DC become a state. So you got 700,000 people. They won't let them vote because it's majority black. So they won't let them turn into a state. But no,
yeah, the Republican Party, and I can honestly speak against this.
What?
Listen, what I'm saying,
they don't have
the Republican Party. Speaking of what Sim said, because I live in DC, and it's called it's Bill 51 or 81, but the majority of the Republican Party votes every year in the Senate against DC becoming a statehood, actually become a commonwealth. But the masses of the Republican Party vote against us every year because we need 200. Because we have a majority Democratic, population. So the Republicans don't want us to hold any political power as far as the vote. So every year they vote to not make us a state on purpose, just for political gain.
Vote.
No, we can vote. It's not counted. It's not counted.
They're not considered a state. That's what I'm saying. They're not considered like a state.
You can vote, but it goes.
You're saying like your electrical power.
Yes,
technically, DC should be able to have a representative in the House of Representatives and then on the Senate. But they're not letting them do that because they know that if they ever did, there's so many minorities that live there that you're basically just putting Democratic people in it. So,
right, exactly.
They arrest them.
Yeah, right now there might be more motherfucking Republicans in DC than motherfucking anything right now.
No, they in the past election we were blue. I mean,
like 95. It's shit like 95.
Rocky, not only that, Rocky. Everybody know where racism started from, the Democrats, so it don't make a difference. They the most racist motherfuckers in the world.
Listen, racism didn't start by the Democrats. The racism started
over there. Democrats started racism.
Wait.
I can't even respond.
So you saying the Democratic Party itself started racism?
Yeah, Democrats started racism too, Candy.
I hope he joking.
Huh? You don't know that?
This is another show, man. We got to get out of here, man.
Okay, you don't know that?
The Democratic Party, and what you mean? I understand what you mean by the South and the whole thing there. You can't say the Democrats didn't start racism. Okay,
they started with KKK and racism. Yes,
I don't know if George Washington will be considered a fucking Democrat, but they made the Constitution in which they own slaves. So I don't go to the Democratic Party because the Constitution's both of all slave owners.
Democrats did it. They got all y'all fooled. Keep being fooled.
Listen,
keep being cheap.
But you do know the constitutional forefathers of the country were all slave owners, right? You know that, right? All the constitutional forefathers were slave owners.
I don't get down with that bullshit, bro.
You just said
I'm just saying before you make a statement saying that,
you have to vote.
I vote for the judges and the sheriffs and shit like that, but not the presidents. Never.
Why wouldn't you?
I would have voted for Obama because I like Obama, but I couldn't.
Obama was good to have a black president, but if you ever really look at Obama's policies, it wasn't that great. Just put
he wasn't. He didn't really do. They didn't really do shit.
Thing he did was the healthcare.
He was the best fucking president ever.
Wait a minute. What'd you say about healthcare?
No.
What'd you say about healthcare, Chris?
Huh? Oh, the healthcare was amazing.
About healthcare?
Yeah, the healthcare was amazing.
I mean, no, I'm just
talking about Obamacare was on point.
Trying to make everybody get healthcare.
This shit got my sleep apnea.
No, Obamacare is trash.
All he did.
Cut it out, man. Leave
Obamacare is trash.
Leave it alone, man.
I agree.
Hey, man. Hey, thank everybody for checking us out tonight, man. Shit went left, and then we never ever got back to the middle. This is the first time we just went left. Shit just went. Hey, this kept going. This last discussion was about LeBron James, and we ain't never talked about the GOAT. And it's just like I don't understand. Like
Michael Jordan wasn't on news,
and we ain't never get to talk about the GOAT. But it's all good, man.
Michael Jordan, we ain't had no topics on Michael Jordan.
Good, man.
Hey man, thank y'all fellas, man. Hey, thank y'all for checking us out, man.
Hey Chris.
Y'all. They still all right. Hey, damn, he giving you the middle finger.